LOL, Super Mama, Nintendo, LOLs, etc. Okay, get right to it. JHI friend, the gimmick of today is crafting stuff. You don't know about it, then experiment to discover recipes. There's no more than 5 JSA. I don't know what most of those initialisms meant. Oh hell yeah, no custom overworld, but at least it has music. I don't know what I did, guys. Gangnam style. What? Be sure to enjoy the entry. Also, shoutouts to all the people from the credits thing that they did if someone read that. Please get out of here. There's nothing to solve. Just enjoy. Okay, well, I don't get to see the credits because we never get those anymore. So we'll go here. Some craft. Like I said before, you'll need to craft stuff to advance, and also pay and search for the needed materials. Nothing in this life is free. In case of getting stuck, sorry, but die to make another Mario do the job. Alright, I guess I'll get some... Physics off? No, I don't think so. Set up a host name to be like RomHack Toaster localhost. It's not quite like that, but something like that. Sorry, buddy, but you don't have enough money. Look where you can afford... Where afford coins, forget this. Spam is my life. Oh boy. Can I land on top of this? Yes. Alright, so I can get this. Which is... a bomb! Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Alright, and there was the question, what does the second reboot do? And the answer is kind of awkward. Basically, when starting an SA1 ROM, I don't know where NMI is yet. Oh, let's not do that. But basically I have to patch the ROM. So everybody doesn't have enough money, I know that. So I have to patch the ROM first, which causes some weird issues. I've tried speeding it up, and the answer is I can't. I'm not exactly sure why, and it's actually on my list to investigate now that I've gotten Wireshark figured out. I can just make this jump, can't I? Yeah. And see what exactly is pausing, but when I sat down and profiled it, it was several different things that were having problems. Ideally, I wouldn't have to do this, but I do need to read a few things, and it doesn't really change how fast it goes. I'd still need to take a pause regardless. But yeah, I am loading the levels straight off of my computer here. I have a web browser set up for localhost. I probably should give it a sillier name, but it's localhost, so who cares? It's just an easier way to get things on there. Anyway, long story short, it's a dirty hack, and I probably should do something smarter in the future. But we'll see if I spend time to debug it. It was actually really good that I got Wireshark rigged up for USB sniffing, because like I was having some trouble when I was building my most recent C3 project, and then I figured out the actual issue. Alright, what's in the box? Fluff. Okay. What do I do with fluff? I wasn't expecting a multi-coin block. I wasn't expecting that either. Okay, I understand this. Ah! Okay. Dang it. But yeah, basically without that kind of loop, my SA1 stuff just wouldn't work. I just don't have access to the places I need to have access to until I've done the loop. I'm not sure I want to play that. You have to say, one of the things I don't care very much for in modern games is crafting systems. I think this is cute, but I still do not care much for crafting systems in general. Oh, I'm dead. Huh, little viney that looks dry if you bring... It looks like it would grow if you bring something. Okay. was hoping I could save that guy. But I guess not. As it turns out, coin blocks actually have infinite coins in them. You just have to be able to hit them in time. Balls. That is going to take some doing. Yeah, I'm not convinced I like how the way crafting is working in this game. I also feel like I should be able to use the football man to solve the problem if I'm clever enough, and I just screwed up bad. Yeah, I don't have enough for this. Alright, let's try to do the football man cheese if I can get away with it. Cannot do a football man cheese. Okay, well that sucks. I need to get at least 5 out of that box, I think is the lesson I'm supposed to learn here. Okay. Oh. Then get my cotton. Still not actually sure what this is supposed to be. Is it plant food? Maybe it's bone meal, I guess, if we're doing the Minecraft thing. Because bone meal is what makes plants grow in Minecraft. Bone meal? Okay. It just looked like what it looked like to me. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how explosive the bricks are. And I just realized that's a fast pipe. Okay, I think my strategy this time has been a much better strategy. Some days you can get rid of a bomb. What a dumb way to die. Yeah, the question I really have is just how stable are those objects? Because I'm just not certain if they're stable at all. Toro! Okay. I do like this mechanic, where, like, they instantly converge if I'm holding the items. Like, that works for me, I think. The other ways of combining items are a little funky. I also kind of wish this didn't require 3 of these. It takes a while. I thought I was going to be clever there. I wasn't. I wonder what other stuff we're actually going to get to do crafting-wise in this. Blue Koopa needs a raise. I mean, he's got a pretty good score going. Okay. Unlike this Chuck here, who is clearly slacking. I even slack off. Just slacking. Does remind me, I still need to catch that stupid Pokemon. I have the last 2 evolutions, but not the first one. Which is a weird thing in general, like aside from like some of the baby Pokemon, that doesn't happen that often. First Goomba in SM1 is probably the most video game enemy that's claimed the most lives. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. video game enemy who's claimed the most lives. I mean, I'm trying to think if there was a game that's been played more. I mean, Myst, but you can't die in Myst. I mean, you can have a bad ending, certainly, but it's not death, right? It's just eternal imprisonment. So it's not really the same thing. I think 12's enough. Like, I'm trying to think, like, other games have been played more, possibly, right? But even if other games have been played more, have people gotten that many deaths out of them? Like, there was some... Would Donkey Kong have been played more? No! You know what? I'm gonna buck the trend. I think it's probably, the red one. The red ghost from Pac-Man. I think that's my guess for the sprite that's killed the most people in a video game. Like, you never die to the orange one. The orange one's stupid. Sometimes Pinky gets you. It's Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Clyde is orange. Because, like, one, he's in multiple video games. Because, Inky is in both Miss Pac-Man and regular Pac-Man. So he gets a little bit of a bonus from that. I was trying to think, like, maybe Doom? Like, Doom has a few imps near the beginning that probably got people when they weren't understanding what a first-person shooter was. But also, like, Wolfenstein existed, so it wasn't entirely a new concept. There were other similar types of game. Okay, new territory. Like hell, I'm dying to that. Alright, let's explore the space first. I don't know what's gonna be in these bricks. It's a tube. Okay. What's in this brick? It's a stick. Stick and tube combined to be a hammer. That makes sense. And now I'm small. And I'm gonna need to come back for that. I have screwed this, haven't I? I need to come back around and get whatever was in here, combine it with that, and jump through. Well, never mind. It's a long and tedious level in a way. Alright. Yeah. Given how finicky little bits of this are that you need to do, it is a little bit annoying there has not been a checkpoint. But we'll live. Anyway, was gonna play Pokemon on Friday, but Matt messaged me and said, hey, I'm tired, so we didn't. Part of the reason why was also I was tired. That's why there was no stream at all, because I think it's gonna get it. Is this shelf stable? Have I been treating this as if it was an actual, like, Bob-omb the whole time? Why'd I do that? There's a bit near the end of the most recent Dungeon Crawler Carl book where he exchanges his inventory with someone else's on accident, kind of. It's an effect. And I was kind of confused, because I'm pretty sure without some of the benefits that Carl has regarding explosives handling, that anyone who has his inventory should just basically explode, given all of the unstable ordnance that's in there. Those don't explode. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I kind of wish that maybe I had seen that earlier. Because, like, I was treating these things as if they were normal explosive blocks and were going to explode within a few seconds of touching them. But that's kind of on me for not experimenting. But I do appreciate that they are, in fact, stable. Alright. Ninji. Why? Okay. Like, I don't really get why put a tall, like, a block ceiling on your level here. It's just weird and throws me off. Especially when I can't see. Alright, now to get the coinage. $14. Anyway. Went to a whiskey tasting on Saturday and played some pinball. It was pretty much my weekend. Whiskey tasting was alright. Was a little disappointed. Was two different kinds of peated whiskey made with two different kinds of peat. One from Washington. And one from Scotland. The Scotland one was clearly superior. But neither of them were exciting enough that I wanted to buy a bottle. I played some pinball. I was trying to get the little achievements for King Kong, but I just don't love King Kong enough to grind it out. I think what it comes down to is I just don't love games with upper table flippers. Which is weird, because there's certainly ones that have upper table flippers that I kind of like Black Knight 2000, but not really King Kong. You know, here's what the problem I have with this. There's absolutely no reason to have had this pipe be as close to the vine as it is. Because it's so close, you have to wait between each one. Okay. Do. But like here, basically you have to wait, and there's nothing you could really do to speed this up. You throw the block, it sits on top of that particular block. Then I throw this block, and it sits on top of that particular block, so you just have to wait. I don't know why. It seems like a bit of a waste of time. Okay. I think because it takes so long to get back there, I just get nervous and then I end up messing it up. And it's not like any of these individual tricks is hard, it's just like a minute per attempt. Okay. Not gonna see you condemn some old-fashioned... No, I know I'm not gonna see you condemn that, no. But I'm definitely of the opinion that, like, this is not a great way of doing this. Like, at a point it just becomes like, okay, cool, I've done this. Doing this 3 more times does not make it more interesting. Okay. Okay. Just watch the football just somehow manages to get me in the face. Alright, get the wood, get the stick. Get to use the hammer all at once before I back to powering down. Okay. So now I just want to cross across. Grab this. And then... What? Wait, no, that didn't work! Throwing it upward didn't work. Why didn't that work? Alright, well, assuming that is correct, that's clearly a mushroom in there. Is there a place I can experiment with that that's earlier? Not really. Trying to think about what to do here if that doesn't work. Like, what is being implied here if throwing it up into that didn't work? I'm gonna assume for a moment it's just jank and I'm unlucky. And try again. Do the L that's sort of up throwing in that corner. I mean, that was what I was more or less gonna try next. It was one of those, like, I'm not sure what's being asked of me yet, and when you're doing puzzles, and I say this every time I do this, is like, solving a puzzle once makes you feel smart. Solving a puzzle, the same puzzle, 15 times does not make you feel smart. So if you have a bit that requires manipulating things in a way that requires, like, testing out theories and things, and you put it right after a lot of tedious busy work, all it's going to do is make people more annoyed at the busy work. Which is kind of how I feel right now about this level. It's like, there's an interesting core of this level that's marred somewhat by all of the busy work that's occurring. There we go. I didn't even get to hit the thing with the hammer. Okay. Alright. Carefully. Yeah, that's... That's what's required there. That's a shame, because, like, I like what this level is doing in a lot of spots, and then you have something like that where, like, you only have one shot to do this, and it just doesn't work right. You're just kind of like, okay, I get to go do this entire loop again. Somehow this doesn't bug me when I'm doing Kaizo levels, but it does when I'm doing these kinds. But right now I'm kind of like, cool idea, not grand execution is where I'm at. Like, I feel like the melding of random items together to cause things happen is a cool concept. But then you do this. Anyway. Maybe tomorrow will just be puzzles instead. Actually, assuming I do finish this tonight, which is not impossible, because this is, what, the third from the last. I mean, it depends upon how long the last one will take. And I already know that one's a bit of a bear. But also maybe one of those cases where I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't want to do it. This I'm still enthused by, at least mildly. Crap! Okay, well, I've already screwed it up because I get to practice this. And it killed me. Like, that seems oddly precise for a level that's this kind of thing. There is a midway in this, right? At some point in time, I get a midway. Oh, good. I am so pleased to hear that. I guess depending upon how this goes, it may or may not be like a do something different tomorrow kind of day. I don't want to stream, but no, I guess puzzles aren't in the cards. I'm gonna go have tacos with a friend. What else is on my list? Pokemon might be good. Nope. I haven't even seen a Midway. Like... I legitimately don't know at this point. If I had a different setup, I might have been willing to take a save state at some point, because I'm just not sure how to do the obstacle that's being put in front of me. And it wastes, like, a non-trivial amount of time to try out theories about that particular interaction. Every single time. It's one of those, like, it'd just be nice if, like, there was a Midway or something before that. Because it kind of felt like a natural place for one, in all honesty. You just went through a long tube transition. Okay, cool. Do, do, do. Oh, it's not a homing mole. Oh, that was probably on my bad on that recognition then. Okay. We have another shot at this. Kind of. Okay. The bomb. Alright, that worked for once. And that was not a mushroom. Aha! See? I knew that mushroom was going to be important. Okay. Now what? Okay, I see there's probably going to be a fluff involved. There's a key with a block behind it, so I'm going to assume one of the other ones is an explosive. I don't know what this object is. And I despawned it! Oh, that was dumb. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was the top part of the block. And throwing it off the top of the screen caused it to despawn because there's probably a thing there. What if I... Okay, yeah, successfully managed to make them grow up together. How infeasible would it be to restore / save sprite tables in my system? Possibly. Can I try to grab it? I'm trying. I think I'm running into it from the bottom if I jump on the right spot. What a stupid way to lose. I just wanted to put it down. Wait, why am I doing this now? Yeah, I may as well do this now. There better be a Midway after that. There's also just the weirdness in having a level like this and having a coin block in it. I don't know why it bugs me so much. But like typically in a level like this, the goal is going to be collect all of the coins to do the thing. And having a coin block, I feel, defeats the purpose, because now you have a different number of coins than you could possibly have. Oh well. At least I'm getting better at this section. Okay, that's a mole that does that. We're not taking any chances. And it would, but like there's a bizarre amount of slop, I guess is how I'd phrase it, for a level like this, that also requires a lot of precision. Okay. Also, thank you for telling me Aquelad's strategy there. I might have spent more time trying to get the throw down, and that would not have been a good use of time. Okay. Grab the fluff first. Hit the key. Grab that. Hit this, which gives me this block. And we're not done! Are we done? What the? Hey, that's my weed! You need to pay for that, bro! How you managed to get here? I'm banning you now. Oh, okay. Well, Mars just had to have a weed break. Okay. I don't fucking care about it, but I hate paying taxes. Now I have to pay for everything. I'm banning this shit right now. Okay. Uh-oh. I think we're starting a forest fire. I have a vague feeling I know who made this level now. Just vague feeling. Because I recognize those explosions. Pretty sure those are Metal Slug explosions. There's only one person I know who is consistently Metal Slugging up Mario World. Okay. Sprawling. What do you do, fellow Charlies? Not even close, Metal Slug? Okay, then. Bought my weed stash to start a forest fire. Alright, then where are they sourced from? Also, I feel bad carrying around, you know, gunpowder in a forest fire. That just seems like a bad idea for everyone involved. Oh, don't forget, this is also a protest against taxes somehow. Okay, I see the stick for the hammer. Well, I may have hosed this already. Because I didn't get the stick. Can I combine them this way? Can I combine them that way and maybe magic will occur? No dice. Alright, well, back to square one. So what are this? Gunstar Heroes. Ah, I am wrong. I mean, actually, let me check. I didn't look at them. H at least. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Oh, those are Gunstar Hero ones. Huh. Go figure. What's nice is at least I get a turtle shell. Makes a huge difference in terms of morale. Like, seriously, look at that. Can that goob even spawn? No, he can't. Okay, let's just get rid of the shell now. And get the fluff. It just looks like fluff. It does not look like bone meal to me. It looks like cotton. Goodbye, turtle. You know, maybe I should have kept the turtle around so I could do a shell jump if I screwed up. And maybe recover. If I screw this up. Okay, I got the stick. Grab this. Combine stick for hammer purposes. So now the propeller. but no spare things to use it on. So we'll put that there. Grab the key and unlock. Take this with. We're just not putting up with that today. Okay, now what? We have an infinite block. More coins. We've kind of forgotten about the whole purchasing things aspect of this, haven't we? And now we're blowing up a path. Okay, I understand. Wait, do I understand this? Well, we'll see in a minute if I understand this. Okay, no, they do not cause a cool chain reaction. The way I was hoping, because that would have been awesome. I feel I should break that. And take a block with me. So I have gold. What do I want to do with gold? It's a little... it's a little viney. That looks dry. Would be better if you bring it. Seems that it needs something for growing. Bringing a kind of accelerator could make it big. Alright, so I do need both of these, so clearly I don't want to grow that first. I want to grow this first, then grow the shroom, then grab my gold. I don't know what I need the gold for yet, but I'm... Oh, the gold is standable, isn't it? The gold is not standable. Not sure why I quite had that inference. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Ugh. Also, I want to point out that the Layer 3 text is being affected by the HDMA effect, which is really funny to me. Come on, buddy. Ow. Come on. Guess I'll wait. This isn't working either. There we go. Exactly as intended. All according to Keikaku. Doing good? I mean, I'm doing good. Had a bit of a reasonable Monday. Got a few things, useful things done. Yeah, can't complain. Ate a salad. The salad was okay. And I'm almost done with QLDC. Like, we're getting real close. Gotta remember to get my propeller. Like, this is the third to last level. It's where it kills your momentum. Yeah, I mean, it's like I kind of wonder why make you do it so many times. Pure throw. I need a good pure throw. There we go. Okay. So now we have the gold here. That's weird. Last time I did this, I could get the gold. In fact, I got the gold early, I think. Huh. I guess I need this. I think this makes sense. I don't know if I've screwed up yet or not. It was like... I can't really get the gold from here, can I? With an apple. A simple and useless apple. How could it help you? Would be great if you could make you feel would be great if it can make you feel super duper invincible. Which probably means I needed to get this gold somehow. But I can't. I'm not really sure why. I guess I needed to walk over and have it move its location before hitting the block. I'm not sure what I did correct last time, but I think this is a star run, because I think golden apples make you invulnerable in Minecraft. Yeah, I think they do. I'm not sure what I did wrong that time, or what I did significantly different to cause that outcome, which isn't great. But is kind of keeping in theme with this level's making you do a lot of work theme, and then being confused when things don't work. Whereas that was awesome. And get rid of the shell. Oh, anyway. Anyway, I might message you about trying to do Pokemon tomorrow, because we didn't do Pokemon this weekend, because you were tired and I wandered off and played pinball. Oh, that sucks. I did not make that right. I should have kept the shell around. Give me a secondary chance to not hose it. Actually, am I soft-locked? I'm soft-locked. That's annoying. I tried the fast pipe, it did not kill me. I think it's a one-way fast pipe. Like, we can try it again, but I think it only works one way. I got busy looking at the wrong side of the screen. Hey! That's what you get, mole. We'll give it a quick try. Yeah, see? One way. Because I certainly did try. Oh wait, I wanted that shell. This! Oh goodness. Well, that was fascinating. Okay. We're just gonna keep our shelled friend around in case I want a backup strat. Just let him do his thing. There we go. Okay. Feels like it should not be that hard. Somehow I never noticed those blocks there. Wait, oh right, that's why I do this. I need to turn those off. Or on. Perfect. Something very weird, or at least odd feeling about those spring blocks, and I can't really explain it. Like, I feel like they don't give you nearly as much lift as you expect them to. Boop. Boop. Much better. We're just gonna do this now, aren't we? Just throw the shell for no good reason. I'm leaving him here in case I mess up the jump again. I really do feel like a shell jump is not a bad way out of this. Like, there's at least a chance. See? There's at least a chance. I overshot that. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, the soul of the Koopa lives in the shell, so this was entirely fixable. Okay, now remember, hitting that on-off first will be dumb. Bye, shell. Drop that. Okay, now we combine our powers. Jump over here. Remain weirded out that that kills your velocity. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that's the right way of doing that, but I'm not going to complain. So I feel like you just hug the wall a bit, and it kind of happens, as opposed to it being like something I did intelligently the first time. But I think because of what it is, I think it's a form of key, it will stay where it is if I take it off screen for a moment. Because I think that's what it is internally, is a key. Well, or something that behaves in a very key-like manner. Because all of our objects probably behave in key-like manners in the sense that they stay where they are supposed to stay until further notice. Okay. I think this one through. Actually, we need to take... well, whatever. It's fine. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the shell. See, now I just want to play Parasite Eve. Alright, here we go. Golden apple. And? Is there more? Mario. Remember, kids, Weedio is the key, and I don't accept any objections. That sure was a message. Thank you, Snoop Dogg. Oh, yeah, that level hurt. Ugh. SMINCERAFT. This is some nice custom music. Just good custom music. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that level had a bunch of good ideas and then kind of ruined it just by making everything a lot more finicky than it needed to be. Just kind of muddled. Like, I feel like if I just played the fiery area, I think I probably would have liked that level a whole lot more than the intro area as well. Because, like, the coin thing never went anywhere. Like, every time... like, aside from maybe the first time you get over there, don't have enough coins, like, every time otherwise you know you need to grub for coins, and you don't even really need to grub for them, because it's more than enough, thanks to the coin block. It's kind of a weird, uneven level. Everyone else you saw recycled the spring to get the gold? Really? Huh. What's up, Fries? I mean, it worked the first time, so I assume that's how it was supposed to work. Do I want the... oh no, this music was driving me up the wall. No, we're not doing that. No, we're gonna go to the Yoshi house, which has no useful information, and hopefully it's some groovy track. This is the exact same music. Wait, what? Is that actually what it says here? Yeah, that's what it says. Alright, well, we don't have a good choice. We're gonna just do this then. We're not gonna have notes up. We're just gonna listen to this track, because I can't listen to that level track, and I can't listen to the other level track. We're listening to this. Yeah, I just feel it was uneven. It was just a weirdly uneven level. I liked the concept. I just don't think I liked the execution. Take some notes. It's 12. This is 12. SMINCERAFTW. That is quite the level name. Would it be cool if you had decisions about what you're crafting? Yeah. That's not unreasonable. Like I said, I think the concept is good. The fundamental issue is the execution wasn't. Like, the crafting thing was kind of cool, but there was no branching paths. Like, quite literally, you saw exactly how it was supposed to work every single time. So more or less, it just made you... it forced movement as opposed to forcing any, like, thought. There were a few puzzles, but the puzzles that were there were kind of annoying. Like, how to get that, the bone meal for the first mushroom. Like, that was an annoying puzzle. In part because it was never a good space to play around with the blocks, the explosive blocks, to really understand how they work. So I was in a place where you could throw it upward and kind of see how it worked, if that makes sense. And there was no other place where it was reasonable to do that, because there were other destructible blocks above you that weren't part of a line of blocks. So, like, just little things like that where, like, there's not a room to play to understand the actual puzzle. It just kind of bugs me. I was like, I feel you could make a really cool puzzle level out of this, but that wasn't really a puzzle level. And it felt like it had a bit more Kaizo DNA in it at certain points, just because, like, yeah, you have to do this extra little bit to get the coins, and I don't know. There's something weird about it, just uneven. I stick with uneven. Let's actually write notes now.